That should be true. Yeah, if you're getting crashes with Blob, you're not alone. Or other people are reporting those as well. Engel Scaman, thank you for the entire year. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Welcome back. Strangest sense of deja vu. Okay. I'll put a lizard in their hands. Seems fine. BMLM, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. I'm sliding the tuba into the middle. Remember, chat, she saves lives. She doesn't let a tuba get blown up here. Oh, our Taskmaster is constantly a day late and a dollar short. Eat shit to an Goliath here. When Blob eats a deck, does Wolverine jump out? No, Blob doesn't destroy your deck, he absorbs it. They're functionally different. Also, Wolverine never functions when he gets destroyed from your deck, even when things do destroy him, but it's notable that Blob is very explicitly not destroying him. You can't Phoenix Force back something that was blobbed. Which is actually kind of a shame, because that would have been a sweet, fun synergy to maybe work on. Victory! You can Phoenix, like, ramp into Blob and then Phoenix Force something back. Are cards that are absorbed playable on turn 7? I don't understand your comment. Metal, how would they be playable? They're gone. They're absorbed into Blob. Yeah, unless explicitly stated, like on something like Shaw, cards don't have abilities inside of the deck is accurate. A noteworthy rules interaction to confirm. Where are all the Dark Card Keepers at? So, an unfortunate side effect of Marvel Snap's release system is that at the very tippy top of the ladder, where players generally have access to lots of resources, when a new card releases, you just play endless new card mirror matches for the most part until the hype dies down. Yeah, Hand Clog Blob could be interesting. There's 2 questions about Hand Clog Blob you need to answer. The first is, are you just a bad Loki deck? The second is your remaining power worthwhile? There's also a good chance that the introduction of Blob to the game means there's going to be significantly more Professor X again, because I think everybody's go-to build for Blob is just going to be Electro Ramp, because it's like the default big card things. I don't enjoy that deck, so we're not going to play it here, but I would, if I was a gambling man, I would put money on over half of the Blob highlights you see in the next day involving Electro Ramp, Sandman, Professor X nonsense. Yeah, the deck builder recommended is a real head scratcher. We just, like, haven't had our Blob with other stuff a singular time. I guess we'll probably just win this game being a Shuri deck, huh? Is Blob bigger than Taskmaster? It might be, actually, right? It's 25, 28? 32? Sure.
Victory.
The burp at the end is a great touch, yeah. It's actually one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to them eventually releasing 2 cards the first week of the month. Because it'll be kind of nice to have more than one thing to try at a time. So that way, with everybody's playing new cards, there'll be a couple of new cards to see. We're gonna play this build for a little bit, and then we'll try some Thanos, I think. Thanos Okoye with Blob is probably pretty big. Hopefully they don't wait too long to give us Firestar, because she's a really sweet design. No, just the first week, Husky. There'll be a new card inside of the Spotlight Cache and then a new card in the Season Pass. And I would assume the primary reason they're adding a new card the first week is because I would bet good money that the Spotlight Caches just don't get open that first week typically. You know what? I should have put Lizard here to play for priority. Did Firestar's data mines change? Fire... a different one. Oh, I don't know. I think that pulls from SnapFan. I don't know for sure though. I forget where they sunk that up from. Snap him back before we armor the Wolverine here. They changed her the last patch. Yeah, that makes sense. They also removed her. Something that's important to understand about data mines is that if a data mined card doesn't have a release date, that generally means it's really far off of actually happening. And sometimes, like in the case of the most recent Firestar change, like even if they have a release date, it's still like very subject to change, right? All right, if we could draw...
Victory.
I was about to say, if we could draw a Blob, this hand is still great, but their deck just doesn't work because we armored them, so we're going next. We have the Invisible Woman, put Taskmaster under her, and then play Blob angle. Is it just me, chat, or does this quest always feel a little on the personal side? It's like this is gonna be hard for you. Win matches. I'm right here, Marvel Snap. How do you save up so many boosters for any given card? Play Marvel Snap for almost 2,000 hours in the last year.
Opponent snapped.
Yeah, it's kind of mid. My Blob has literally nothing big left in the deck to copy.
Escaped.
Just go next here. When's Deco coming to caches next week? Are they hella then? Speed. Yeah, probably hella tribute them. The Nico Spotlight variant looks good. Yeah, I've got 600 boosters saved up on Nico for that Spotlight variant. Now, the unfortunate reality is that Shuri doubles your base power. So if I try to Shuri Blob, he only gets +4. So we'll just do this. Erdian wins! Welcome to Hoaglandia's latest Shillionaire. So we're watching so much over the last year and more. Our trickle-down economy stays in action. Get that adjusted here. This Blob is only 14 points, gamers. I believe we have died.
Escaped.
So that trickle down stays in action. Our next Shillionaire will now only need to spend 999,863 shillings. As yet another person adds their name to the list. Erdian, I'm just recalling that's the second one for you, right? Or am I mixing you up? All I want for my birthday is a house in Beverly Hills. All right, gamers, it's about that time. We'll see you in 120 seconds. As always, we're gonna take a quick break while the adverts roll. You'll never miss gameplay while I run ads on this channel. We'll get you on the flip side. We're gonna play a little bit more with the Shuri build, and then we're also gonna check out a Thanos configuration before we're done today. Watching on the YouTube side. Whoa, we've got 600 people watching on YouTube. That's a new record for that platform. Thanks for dropping by Hoaglandia over there. Consider tapping the like button on the stream. Currently have 284 likes on the YouTube channel. Love to pump those rookie numbers up. I'll show you how to push a button right now by sending you an advert. Rick Newtons, thank you for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Finding out my caches is Havoc actual factual unplayable. I'm not sure. I think the change of Havoc to a 2-0 with +4 makes him pretty meaningfully better. I'm actually more interested to build with Havoc than I am with Blob, if I'm being honest. I think a lot of Blob's decks are probably a little railroaded. I think there's probably a few things we could do with Havoc. From Vipering him on turn 3 to just being a good card you play on 5 or 6 to playing him in Mr. Negative. Yeah, Havoc's 3-8 on turn 5. It's 3-8, not 2-8, Socio, because he takes one of your energies away, but yeah, he does that. Hey, Mahamodi, thank you for the 7 months. Welcome back. Chuck Smith, thank you for the membership on the YouTube side. Appreciate that direct support. Welcome to chat. Ooh, we crushed through 300 likes on the YouTube page. Bet we can get it to 4 before we're done today. We're still gonna be streaming for a couple hours. That's true. I'm gonna let chat in on a little secret. If you want to chat more frequently for an extra discount, I have a $1 YouTube membership on the YouTube side. Twitch doesn't let me do a $1 option, otherwise I would. But YouTube lets me customize it. So he does. Rhinova, thank you for the entire year of support. Been watching Twitch for almost a decade, and you're the first streamer I've subbed to for a whole year. Thanks for all the great Snap content. Thanks for hanging around. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Welcome back. Up, TC. Worth noting here that Taskmaster works how we want to into the Quantum Realm. So if we manage to find our copy of Invisible Woman, we'll be able to invisible here into Taskmaster and then set up a blob. With Shuri plus She-Hulk Taskmaster, we might also be taking that route as well. This would have been an ideal draw last turn. I think it's just this now into the pass. They might be magicking us.
It's clobbering time.
Okay. I guess a big regular Hulk beats us here. If they had that in their opener, we're only going to 22 on the left, so 18 power beats us. If you Havoc with Electro, is that a dumb idea? Electro doesn't really interface with Havoc in any way. It undoes one of the penalty, but Havoc drains you every single turn. So basically, when you play Havoc out, your energy stops at whatever turn you played Havoc. We juke them with She-Hulk, right? Yeah, baby. I don't know, they waited there. There was a good chance they were just hanging out in the stream and there was no chance they were beating us on the left either way. Need a nuanced take on how good Blob is. So far, I've been kind of whelmed by Blob. I don't think it's fair to say it's a bad card, but my initial read after an hour is this feels like a Sebastian Shaw power level card. It's not necessarily stellar. Yes, a Tuba into Dark Dimension is safe. Well, it's our first Darkhawk matchup, and naturally Blob is nowhere to be found. Upgrade. Oh, and they have priority here, right? So it's like die to a Shang. I have to go because they're guaranteed to be a Shang deck.
Escaped.
Blob is never better than anything Shuri. And I mean, Blob being in the 25 to 30 range seems fine. I think trying to construct your deck in a way that Blob's gonna consistently be better than 25 to 30 probably means you're constructing your deck in a way that's shit. There's a chance that there's a good chance that building a Blob deck like this just makes us bad Shuri and we should be doing something else with it or not playing it at all. I finally had the combo set up, and I did other things with my resources, so it just doesn't matter. I think this is just a soak into Blob middle. It's gonna be a pretty big boy. I think they just don't contest 16 on the right, and then this is... We're talking about Blob being too small, so he's decided to show up. He's, what, 44 here?
Victory.
Hey! We did a thing! I will say the higher ladder where people actually snap and retreat appropriately really makes having sweet 6 drops super anticlimactic. The amount of games where you get to actually do a thing. Okay. We could draw Taskmaster next turn. We could Blob, but if we don't draw Taskmaster... Let's just do Shuri stuff again. Him.
Escaped.
Blob worth spending tokens. I would be shocked if my opinion a few days from now is Blob's worth spending tokens on. I think the threshold for spending tokens on a card is incredibly high. I think like the list of cards I'd currently recommend gamers spend tokens on is like Nico, Werewolf by Night, High Evolutionary, and maybe even Nico's not on there with her coming up on a Spotlight Cashier soon. I actually don't think Jeff is a stellar use of your collector's tokens. Jeff doesn't really enable any decks that you couldn't be playing otherwise, so in general, I tend to recommend you spend your resources on cards that are new or open up new decks for you. What's the next Direct to Series 4 release? Havoc will be Direct to Series 4 next week. Oh man, chat. 50% to top deck Blob next turn. I think Thanos is still okay to buy. I think Thanos offers a unique gameplay experience and is fine to pick up, but he's decidedly much worse than he was previously. So, Jeff goes into a lot of decks, but Jeff isn't really the make or break card in any of the decks that he's played in. It's not like you ever look at a deck list and go, I can't play this deck because I'm missing Jeff. He's not like Miss Marvel or High Evo or other things that like define what's going on. Oh good, we got a 6/4. Maximus is a good counter card to Blob. I'm not sure Maximus, like, it's like when people are trying to play counter cards to Shaw. I'm not sure Blob is good enough that you need to worry about playing counter cards yet. I think the people shitting on Havoc are probably going to be surprised. After playing with Blob for an hour, I think there's a chance Havoc ends up being better than Blob. No joke. I don't really want to make any kind of speculation about what they are or aren't potentially dropping between series because we don't have any historical data to go off of in terms of what they're actually going to be doing. So once we see what they do with this first series drop we've had in a long time, I will likely speculate on what else could be coming up, but until I have at least a singular data point. We're just dead again. It's like Venom plus a thing just like puts us in the ground. No, they've only made an announcement of the announcement. They said we'll get news before the end of the year.
Escaped.
What's a series drop? A series drop is when they move cards down series, so 5 to 4 or 4 to 3, i.e. they become cheaper. I still don't understand how Havoc is supposed to work. If you play it out on turn 2, aren't you stuck on 2 energy for the rest of the game? Yeah, so you're not supposed to play it on turn 2 is the thing you're missing. I'm gonna blow your mind here, but sometimes on turns 5 and 6, you play multiple lower cost cards. Ooh, shocking. I think the other thing that's potentially the thing I expect most people to be doing with Havoc out the gate is that if you play Psylocke or Ravonna, you can Havoc Viper on turn 3 and lock your opponent to 3 energy for the rest of the game. So there are 2 different cards that let you donate Havoc on 3. That has a lot of potential, I think. David Coolman, thank you for the half a year. Welcome back. It's not going to be a high cube equity card. Accurate. Not a lot of average cubes. Yeah, I think that'll be another use case. You'll play Havoc on turn 5, and he'll basically be a 3/8 for you, because he'll take away 1 energy on the last turn, and then 2 energy on turn 5. That's essentially how he works. He has a fine expectation. All right, gamers. No Blob this game, but we have our secondary combo set up here. When you Shuri, and then tuck Taskmaster under Invisible Woman here, you cry very loudly because your opponent's going to Alliance you. I mean, we get to make a 30 power Destroyer and then a 30 power Taskmaster. Oh, my location moved. I wasn't paying attention.
Escaped.
We were talking about Havoc and stuff. This really needs an animation on where the location is, like Jessica Jones used to have. It's fine. We probably were dead to Goliath anyways and are supposed to leave because of that. Realistically, we just saved ourselves a cube to Goliath, even if we played it in the right spot. Shuri only doubles the base power on a card. It's noteworthy that Shuri and Shuri's lab interact differently. So Shuri's lab doubles the final power on a card. Shuri doubles the starting power.
Oh, snap.
Zero gave me a little bit of a jump scare there. I was like, wait, what? Oh, Blob is crashing mobile clients. Interesting. I saw someone say it crashed their PC as well, though, so it just sounds like it's unstable. Do I do nothing here to try and duck priority? I think I'm gonna pass to try and duck priority. This is sweet. I made a skillful play to duck priority, says local man about to lose to Goliath. Classic long take into 8 cube Goliath. It was about the same. It was about the same. It was about the same. Alright, I got like 2 more losses in me on this one. And then we'll try out some Thanos. The big shape Firestar got pulled from the file because we had so many mid releases in a row. Gripped! Thanks for the 11 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Don't you dare call my girl Martyr mid. Can I call Martyr terrible? Mid's probably too kind for Martyr, if we're being honest. I agree with the assessment that I don't think Blob is likely very good in Tribunal. Looking at how those decks are typically built. Alright, hella me daddy. miss my... Oh, I got it. Yeah, the Hella Tribunal deck usually has a very small deck by the end of things. It's playing like crystals and magic and stuff like that typically. Sorry, Sunspot. Dark Dimension's actually nice, because now I get to put a Tuba under here, and then Taskmaster my Destroyer still. $19, $25, sure. Sure. The fuck is going on here, chat? Go home, Marvel, snap, you're drunk. Yeah, super dead. What a Pog champion! Sometimes lucky, rubber ducky.
Victory.
He's got a lot of flair. He does have a lot of flair, to be fair. Jeff's currently playing against himself on his burner account. So we can't armor on 2 here.
Oh, snap.
Because we zeroed, but that's fine. We'll Lizard, we should have priority, we'll armor next turn.
Opponent snapped. Escaped.
Thanks for the third of a year, Bree. Welcome back. Matchmaking has been interrupted. Excuse me? It's a good thing I took top 1,000 out of my stream title, because there's a good chance the way this Blob session is going that that's not going to be true for very long. Is null big while it's in your deck? No, null is 0 while in your deck. Evan, thanks for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. Ooh. Piece of candy. Or is not beating Shadow King's the problem. Alright, it's about time for an ad break, and we're gonna play something else when we get back. Still gonna continue to spew points with Blob, but we'll spew points with something else. Catch you on the flip side. Shout out to the 344 YouTube gamers that tapped the like button on today's stream. There's over 500 of you there still, though. Can we get a few more and get up to 400 likes on the page, I believe?